That being said, I haven't ever drafted this, so there's a lot of like intricacies that I won't know. Still a few readers, although not too many. It's also got these, I don't know, did the person who invented this cube invent it? See the little symbol in the right? I don't know if that's like a EDH set I missed or something, or they've just invented it for this, but there's a few weird cards like that. Hadn't seen this spell until I started drafting either. It's not a bad spell. I think Birthing Pod is not good because you can't consistently have a chain of ETB creatures. It's also bad versus aggro. Warkite Marauder, surprisingly very strong. Drew Carter played it in like a Jeskai aggro Highlander deck. I came around to it. Very, very good card. There's a few readers here. I've never seen Village Messenger. 1 for a 1/1 haste. Well, flips to a 2/2 menace. It's pretty good. Like 1 for a 1/1 haste is a good ability. It's a good spell. The problem with it is it just peters out way too quickly. But this has got the idea that it's not going to peter out. I don't mind it. I think Khan's just a safe option. Non-committal. I played aggro in the first 2 drafts I did. Might be looking for something slightly different. This is another cool card I hadn't seen before, but it's decent. 2/3 vigilance for 2, it's good stats. Some random ability in the late game that makes it slightly more relevant. Stormcloak Noble was really good to one play. I think I'll take Firebolt. It's good in aggro control and mid range, so it's just the most versatile spell. Same logic could be given to Incinerate. The other card I really like here is actually Fetid Pools. Blue-black land. Cycle. Like lands are, I don't know. You can fall into a trap of just playing like picking all your spells and establishing your colours in the first pack and a half. Then being like, right, time to get my lands. And then when you don't hit your lands you feel, like you've been deceived, but in actuality, you should have been picking lands as early as pick 1, pack 1. Especially in a format like this, where there's no it's not vintage cubes, so there's no power. And it's not like a normal standard cube where the rare is often very, very good. And everything's good. Everything's going to be good. Even, what pack are we on to? We're going to pick 8, alright? And I'm seeing Opium Answer. That's a good card, pick 8. There's a Glacial Fortress here. I'm pretty sure there's a 5-color deck. Maybe we'll try that. I've never really tried this. 5-color decks in the last modern cube. And even vintage cube, I think, with Golos. Golos has been in everything, man. But anyway, I haven't actually tried my hand at it. They seem pretty strong. But you can just pick up all your jewels in the first pack and a half and kind of do the opposite. Let's give it a go. Something a bit different, something fun. When I'm streaming, I'd rather do something a bit more fun. If I was playing super competitive, me, I'm still hunting trophies, but if I was playing super competitively, I think I'd probably just play aggro. It's just so easy to pick. But I'll try it. I really like Scintavines. It means I get to keep that. The only problem is I don't know how deep to go on the lands. Was it gate crash? Whatever set had the gates. I drafted a 5-color deck often when I played Standard. I haven't played much Standard in my life. But I've been playing this game for a long time, so, you know, even though I haven't played a lot of Standard holistically, there's still like a decent amount of time, so I've had a crack. Anyway, I had a crack at that, and it was the 5 colors, and it was sweet. You just like literally picked all, because there was gate interactions. So the land specific. What does this guy do? See, there's a couple of raiders here. Oh, that card's alright. It's a bit aggro specific, but I keep losing my train of thought. Yeah, the gates. So you just pick like legit gates for the first pack and a half, 2 packs even, and then the last pack you're thinking, oh man, you just really gonna leave it to the last pack? Like, how scary is that? And you just first pick gate, doesn't matter, just first pick gate, second pick gate, every pick. Every time there's a gate, you pick it. Anyway, it was scary because you were like, well, what do I do? Oh, see here, I'm tempted by Path to Exile. I'm gonna commit to it. Let's give it a go. You're like, oh man, what do I do if, like, you know, I don't have enough playables in the third pack? Well, you do have enough playables because everything's playable because you're playing 5 colours. You know, like, you don't need to worry about that. You can just go pack 3 and then you just pick the best spell every single time. Just pick the best spell every single time without any consideration to colours. That was the logic, at least. And it was cool, and I did it, and it worked. You know, I was never great at Standard, especially Standard Draft. But I did it, and it worked. The one thing with this is because these aren't just gates. Like, that was a bit easier because there were interactions with gates. And here, if I'm picking up fetch lands and stuff, it's like I can go overboard, you know, if I don't hit the dual land. And there are going to be some payoffs, I imagine, right? As in, I want to pick up a God Loss, for example. I've also got to figure out, so there's 10 colour combinations. Right? So I've got to see if I can, like, even it out. But then that's also going to be dependent on what I end up picking up. I think I'm going to take Sacred Fan because shocks are going to be better because then they make the fetches significantly better. Like now my Wooded Foothills can get green mana, red mana, and white mana. And blue mana. And black mana. Oh man, that Wooded Foothills is good. Gets everything? Yeah, that's a good fetch land. Nyx Lotus. I read the short primer on this format and it was talking about the different archetypes. It's like, oh, there's a 5-color deck, which is why I know I can do it. And this was like, they had like 4 cards, you know, and this was one of them. And I'm just looking at it now and I'm like, this card is just awful. Oh no, this was the opposite. This was the monocolor. There's a monocolor as well. Anyway, just, why would you play this? Most of the monocolor decks are good because they're streamlined. You know, you're guaranteed to hit your curve because you're not going to be like there with an Electrolyze and 3 reds. You know? Let's lock in Souls, and I really like Kai's Guile also. I also like Kizzy Wolfrun, although a bit too many lands. Oh, okay, Grand Colosseum's good. I would pick Grand Colosseum, but Lingering Souls I think is like super, super powerful. And I just want it. Another thing I'm very wary of is not picking up enough threats. Picking all lands and then like some choice spells like, you know, Cindervines and I don't know. This card, I guess it's not choice, but anyway, I want to hit enough threats. You guys seen End-Raze Forerunners? It looks kind of bad and I just like glimpsed over it. But it's like a poor man's Crater Hoof Behemoth. I mean, we all know Crater Hoof Behemoth when it lands and it's good. It's like, it good, you know? It good enough. But that guy does the job, you know. Opt. Maybe just Shelley. That guy's good enough. I mean, like, it gives +2/+2 trample, haste, vigilance to all your creatures on ETB. Usually will kill, you know. It's only slight times that it's not going to do that. I think I like either Electrolyze or land. I'm going to go the land. Oh, Leovold. I can't really give up Leovold. That card's so good. Do Death Cloud. I've got this Death Cloud, man. Like, I physically own the card, and it's so munted from game after game of EDH. Don't tell anyone I said that. Game after game of EDH back when I played EDH. Discard any number of cards at random. Creatures you control get +1 and +0. For each card discarded that way. That card's alright. There's like a Madness deck out there that's pretty good. I think this card with Leovold. Each player, it's like wheel, and then if I have Leovold out. It sounds silly, but it's a 40 card deck, so you're a lot more likely to hit those dumb little 2-card combos. This card's also good. 2 for a 1/2 flying. I'm going to take Storm's Wraith. And now I'm going to take land. This Oracle's very tempting. Kai's just a good spell though. Let's take land. Alrighty. We are all over the shop. But I think that's okay. That's the point. We can be all over the shop in a deck like this. So we've got 14 lands. We definitely want some basics. Like, I want one of each basic. So I'm going to call it on the lands. You know, it's just like Path to Exile effects. I assume there's like a fetid... What's the one? The Field of Ruin? Ghost Court or something like that. I know there's a Path in the Winds of Abandon. So this is where, like, I've only played 3 matches and read a short primer and I skimmed the primer. But, like, man, if you guys want to get good at drafting, like, that's what it is. It's about just, like, learning it. You know, even this format, if you can call it, you know, this is a format. I call it a format. Oh, Watery Grave, so tempting. So, are there any colours I don't have? I like my blue, I like my red. I think I want to play Leovold, so I have to play Bug. And I like my white as well. And it's like, if I was gonna play 4 colour as opposed to 5, I'd cut red. But nah, that's fine. Arbor I'm definitely not gonna play because I'm gonna have a lot of green sources that aren't necessarily forests. You know, like peatland and stuff like that. So anyway, the logic here is now, yeah, I don't have as many playables. Like, I've got a 14 card deck, so I need to find like at least 9 playables. But that's not going to be hard because I can pick literally anything. Things I'm mindful of are cards like Lily Veil, because it's black on 3. And that might be tough to do. Let's take Incubation Druid. Dude, Falcon Wrath Aristocrat's a good card. Don't knock it till you try it. I've also been impressed with Rankle. When I first saw it, I was like, wait, each player? You're taking the Rankle. But actually playing with it, and I think the 3/3 flying haste, the body itself, even if you're doing the abilities, is like quite strong. This is a reader. 3 for a 2/1 flyer. When it enters, draw a card. No, it's my kind of card. I'm going to take Falcon Wrath Aristocrat. Haste is very strong. I'm going to take Night of Autumn. I think that's a bit of a no-brainer. I kind of want some win cons. Nicol Bolas will probably wheel, let's be real. Dude, it does look sick though. You know what else is good? Palace Jailer. That card's banana boats. It's very risky, but it's like, I don't know, can turn a game. So if we're assuming my mana base is fine without really studying the exact, like, you know, how many blacks I'm playing versus how many blacks I've got in my lands. If we're just assuming the mana base is schmickaroonskis. See, these shock lands I like. I prefer shock lands over, like, other lands, you know, like Underground Sea and stuff, because I can fetch for them. But I can't really pass up Colligans. This is exactly the point of this build is that I can pick up the most powerful spells in the pack 3, and that is like anyway, I'm going to cut these lanes for now just so I don't have to keep doing maths. So I need 4 more playables, right? 4 more playables. Just trying to work out if I can get away with playing Godless Shrine. Nothing here really interests me, so I'm going to take Godless Shrine. Growth Spiral? I'll play Growth Spiral. I'm going to play Growth Spiral. I need to ramp into something though. What are we ramping into? Are we ramping into almost almost Grizz Daddy? Almost Grizz Daddy. Oh, that's cool. I don't mind that. It's good in the mill and the self mill. Let's play Werewolf Tribal. Nah, we'll just take a go for the threat. I want a few more early drops, and I'm happy to play a bit of removal. Yeah, hoping that Nicol Bolas wheels though. I feel like we've got a good deck. I just want to play like a big Grand Slam sort of spell. But so far, like the deck's done what it's supposed to do. You could see there was a lot of dual lands. I don't know if it's because I was picking up the 5-colored deck, and everyone else is just playing like monocolor. Because they also all the dual colors were gone or something like that. So Battlesphere, I guess, does what I want it to do. It's a big boy. I actually don't want Secure the Waste though. Title of the Skull is very good. Secure the Waste can be like a late game threat. Like you can just have like 9 mana and go, just then make 8 1/1s and like crash in over 3 turns and win. I played Secure the Waste and like Jesco Control in Modern for a while, and I was very happy with it. That's the thing, like once you've played with a card, you know like its strengths and weaknesses and when it's the best, and like if it's as good as it looks, you know. So once again, like if you want to be good at Cube, just play Magic, play Cube. I'm not a very good drafter, like I guess that's a big late game bomb, which is what I was asking for. I keep like asking for late game bombs and then picking up not that. I should have got that Nicol Bolas. I think this was the Nicol Bolas pack. Yeah. God damn it. And Bearer Rights is actually tempting. Let's take Brush Land. I don't want to think about it just in case I need to do some maths. I'm sick of doing maths. 25. Okay, so we've got a deck. So Overgrown Tomb can come in. I don't mind Dread Wanderer. Don't knock it till you try it. Oh, what did I pick up there? Winding Way. I was reading Winding Way. We've got a few readers here, guys. It was Winding Way and the Rum Raider. Oh, Ruin Raider. That would have been way better if it was Rum Raider, right? Because he's a pirate. I'm just going to call him Rum Raider. At the beginning of your end step, if you attacked, so raid, blah, you get to Dark Confidant. Bob Confidant. That guy's not bad. So you can actually, like, he doesn't need to attack. You can attack and then play it, and then you, like, Bob flip. So you actually like bob flip a turn earlier than you would bob. It's not quite an ETB because they can kill it before end step. But he's got a body on him. I don't mind it. Besides Echo of Eons, my curve's like pretty small, right? I'm not gonna play him. I've got Echo and I realized Finality. That card's interesting. Bang. 18 Julie boys. Alright, so maybe I'm not going to get away with playing. I'm going to have to do some maths. Man. I'm going to have to do some maths. So, I've got black, white, red, green, green, white. I've got quite a bit of green, black. To be honest, a lot of my deck is green, black. I think the majority of my deck is black. And that's reflected in the lands anyway. I think brushlands can go. Oh, I've got white. Probably red can go. So where's that red-white land? Battlefield Forge can go. And Storm's Wrath can go. And that's fine for a sideboard. I was like, why is my sideboard so small? Because usually you'd have a 40 card deck and you'd have like heaps of sideboard options. But I realised it's all because I'm not playing any basics. Is that crazy to play 0 basics? There's no Blood Moon in this format. There's no Magus in this format. I'm going to bloody run it. The only risk is if... Maybe I'll play 1 Swamp. Just for those Path to Exiles. I think we can cut this one. Just for those Path to Exiles. Anyway, I think I would have rather a Nicol Bolas. But I'm kind of keen to see how this goes. I also want to get someone with that Leovold Echo of Eons. And the deck's got some good things going for it. Palace Jailer is like so swingy. I think if you guys haven't seen Kai's Guile, you're gonna like it. Kai's Guile's good. It's like really good. It's exactly what you want. It's a versatile spell, which I think is just always worth the 3 mana. Is this a keep? On the draw, I'm gonna do it. Going crazy. But we do have playables. I mean, we can go Tideholo Sculler. We're surely eventually going to be able to play Souls and Flash. It's pretty risky. I haven't played much with the 5-color deck. So, we'll see how we go. Oh yeah, I gotta refund. I don't play much with the cycling cards. So if I play that, I can't turn to Tideholo Sculler. And I also can't Growth Spiral anyway. It just enters tap no matter what. Yeesh. It's actually decisions. So if I'm not playing turn 2 Tideholo Sculler, when am I playing it? They mulled. I think I'm going to go the turn 2 Tideholo Sculler way. It's a bit risky, but I like the info. And hopefully I can slow them down if I like take them off curve. So I like take their 3-drop. Let's say they had a proactive 3-drop, like Goblin Rebel Master or something. If I can take them off that, even for a turn or 2, it slows the game down enough that this entering tapped on turn 3 and me just doing nothing is like not so bad. That's the logic anyway. I think it's definitely an argument to play Sheltered Ticket. Thoughtseize, I don't care about. This is a pretty bad hand. What are they gonna do? I've got a 3-drop I can't play, a 2-drop I can't play, and 2 4-drops I could soon play. So what they Thoughtseize. I'm gonna take the Will. I used to like Supreme Will. I'm a bit off it. It's a nice concept. You know, it's a powerful effect. The idea that you can keep up counter spell and do a proactive like impulse, and all it costs you is one extra impulse or one extra mana link. But you get like, you know, each thing sort of saves itself. Like the weakness of impulse is that it doesn't interact, and it's a bit slow. And the weakness of mana leak is if they don't cast a spell, you're like not doing anything, and it sort of combats both of those things. So I was just talking about why I don't like it though. I don't like it just because I think that 3 mana counter spells are just like a bit too slow in a format like this. That card's interesting. I've played a lot with Whip of Erebos. It's good when you're ahead, or the game is very slow and very grindy. But like I've lost with it a lot when I've been quite far ahead because it was just like I never connected. It just never worked out. Anyway. Whatever, let's get the beats on. I was tempted to leave all there because it's like a better spell. But I'm tempted to ask the question here. I mean, they're gonna... Oh, they just want to whip it? Oh, that was pretty bad actually. They want to whip it and take Leovold on the coming back. Yeah, that's pretty bad. I think I actually should have Leovold there. And then like next turn try to firebolt it. Oh well, it's a bit more mana efficient. But that being said, it's hard to be mana efficient with a Leovold because it's such colour intensive. So they've unlocked their Supreme Will, which they can't cast anyway. We have 5 here. Really thought they were going to whip and then I could firebolt. This card's very good. I might actually get rid of the Silent Clearing and end step. Okay. Not revealed, is it, what they get? No. Let's cycle this off. It's another land. And another land. I gotta like read the lands. I'm like, yes, that will enter. So let's go blue, green, growth spiral. Put this land in. And then I'll attack for 3. And notice we hit Echo of Eons. Mind you, they don't really have much going on. Although we don't have double blue for Echo. Yeesh. Yes, you can do this. What do you hit? They both have flashback. Thanks for the duplicate, man. Thank you. That's pretty bad duress. Oh, I thought there was going to be whip. Yes. So ETB targets me, so I draw again. Dude, Leofold's crushingly good. And they hit the echo. I'll probably just duplicate it, keep the pressure on. Happy to close the game. I'm quite far ahead on cards. The longer we go, this whip will just like be annoying, so I just want to like clear it. You know, I've like got the board and I don't want to trade my Leopold off, so I'd rather just leverage the pressure. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This guy. Yeah, I think I'll use the ability. Attack. Here we go, it's got to be a good 5-drop because we got 5-volt flashback, yeah. Okay, so then we're on blue-black control, I suppose. I actually don't mind rolled rum raisins. Rum raisins. I don't mind rum raisins. I think actually my deck is just very good with this. Let's cut that. So go for the throat for rum raisin. A little bit more proactive. It's kind of got an ETB. But yeah, our deck's quite good versus this, I think. Yummy. Well, welcome guys. Tell me. I mean, it's been a while since I've drafted. For a little while, my Twitch, I don't know, my camera wasn't working. I'm not very good with technology. But there also weren't many cubes going around. So it was good timing. I went back and I was like, I saw this cube and I was like, ooh, what is this? But it's very similar. It's like very much in my comfort zone. Have you guys seen this Batter Blossom is what I call it? Because it's like Bitter Blossom but not quite as good. But if you like Bitter Blossom, I mean, I guess they figured Bitter Blossom was a bit too powerful in this format. I would tend to agree with that. It's probably, if Bitter Blossom was in the format, it would be certainly on the like top end of most powerful. I'm thinking about my lines. So would have Foothills can hit every colour, but I don't need black. I definitely want green. I think I just want green red, right? I think I want green red. Oh, it can hit every colour, but not. Okay. Yeah, it can hit every colour, but not untapped. Because I don't have a. That enters tapped. Right. Because I kind of want to firebolt this carrion feeder. Just because I got quite a slow hand with their Dreadhorde. God, like I do want green. I want it. I want green. Whatever. Let's get Sacred Foundry. It's still 4 out of 5 colours. And this, we've still got a line because we can't incubation or growth, but we can Dreadhorde Invasion. Oh, Saxon Response. Very nice, very nice. We can Dreadhorde Invasion, and then the white switches on the Lingering Souls, which like isn't as exciting as an early incubation druid, but you know, whatever. We're gonna need to heal red and white at some point, I suppose. So if I was them, I would be taking a Batter Blossom. Yeah. And now it's a real shame we didn't get green, isn't it? Because they couldn't take us off 2 green 2-drops. Yeah. And we got kind of punished for that line. If we'd gone the red-green tapped land, then we get to go like, I assume they'd probably take incubation or whatever. We get to play 2-drop. And then we have Firebolt for the Kite Sail Freebooter. Yeah, anyway, what was I saying? Bitter Blossom, I think, wouldn't be too powerful for this this set. Like, Colligan's Command's better than Bitter Blossom, not by much, but, you know, it's in the same league, anyway. they obviously respect Bitter Blossom quite a lot. Quite like Mesmeric Fiend, especially after a champ. Gonna take Fallen Shinobi. Yes, they can Vapors, but it slows them down, like, whatever. They're Vaporing a Mesmeric Fiend. Then we just don't have to play creature next turn. I think we're gonna lose. We need to hit a third land drop. Yeah, I think we're gonna lose. I think the Shinobi's gonna beat us. Well, when you're this far behind, I think we just have to risk it. I'm waiting for it. What are you Shinobi here? Easy big creature? Well, you probably just... I'd go the cut sale, get something better. Because the Dreadhorde Invasion is like way too slow now anyway. They hit Kaya's Guile Swamp. Hit my pin. Make a 1/1. Yeah, I was talking about Kai's Guile and I got distracted. Get around it. Basically, one of the abilities is always like very, very relevant. Sometimes the second ability is relevant, and sometimes you can just pay 6 mana. So like, I don't know, when you pay 6 mana, you like 2 of the abilities are usually very relevant, and the other 4 are just like fine. Like, yeah, Shinobi was good, but Shinobi good enough that I'm that scared of it. Nah. It's one card. Nah. I want to live this dream, this Leovold dream. Also, I've got some good game versus artifacts. Cindervines, Knight of Bottoms. They're like both very versatile cards. Oh, and K-Command right there. 3 super versatile cards that also crush the artifact deck. And there's a wildfire deck, like, you know, you just get a bunch of signets and a chromatic sphere, and then you play a planeswalker and you wildfire. Deck's definitely not my style of deck, but there's a lot of them out there. I think it's like, I was watching LSV's stream, and he was picking up that archetype quite a lot. But I think it's a bit difficult to play. Wouldn't recommend it for beginners. For beginners, can't go wrong with White Weenie. There's a surprising amount of 1 mana 2/1s in both black and white and red. Come on. Keep. So we've got 4 lands here. So we trip the swamp. And Featherpool counts as a swamp. So the woodland cemetery, will come in untapped. And is it absolutely baller to swing with the incubation druid next turn? How baller is that? Swing with the 0/2 and then Rum Raisin? Brain Maggot. I guess you take Rum Raisin here. No, it's an enchantment. So Night of Autumn can actually blow it up, assuming I hit white. Oh, I've got Incubation Druid. Yeah, okay. Let's go Rum Raisins, huh? Who's looking forward? This is an absolute baller move. Yes, if you attack this turn, reveal the top card of your library, put that card into your hand. And it's 5 equal to its mana cost. Let's go, no. Echo of Eons or Duplicate, no. Blocks. Yeah. My pirate boy. What do we get? Come on. Land. Yeah. Yeah. So we've got like Lingering Souls flashback next turn, or more likely Lingering Souls mana leak. Incubation Druid leveling up's also pretty relevant. Just turns into a, what do you call it? Gilded Lotus, which is in this format and you should never draft. To the amount of players I see, like, why would you want to be in the late game, have like a ton of mana, top deck one of your 5 drops, and have it do nothing? You know, like, so incredibly bad. Like, unless you're playing Upheaval or something, and even then. Alright, so they took Mana Leak, which makes a lot of sense. Kind of want white. What I might do is this sorcery? No, I can do that anytime. So what I might do is I might actually Incubation Druid. If we assume that I'm going to be a swing with the Incubation Druid, then it's doing 3 per turn, right? As opposed to going Soul's Flashback, which does 4 per turn. So slightly less damage, but I don't overload the board. And if I'm using it for mana, well then, you know, I need the mana. Then it was correct to do it anyway, right? Does that make sense? Is he gonna make us sack? No, I really wish I... Sure they're not gonna make us discard because they know about Lingering Souls. So Rum Raisin is cards and Incubation is mana. So really, I kind of want the cards more than the mana. Even though a leveled up Incubation seems a lot better, right? It's a much better body, plus 3 toughness. It's a better ability on paper. I think I'll probably sack Rum Raisin. Assuming they're going to make us do that. We've got 2 cards out of him. Each player discards a card and each player sacrifices a creature. Seems weird. They know we've got Lingering Souls. I'm gonna discard the Sacred Foundry because we don't need the lands. Even though it's cute to discard the Lingering Souls, I'd rather just have 2 more 1/1s. But that being said, it is one of the better. We're now reliant on Incubation Druid for. Oh, did I F6 through that? No, I didn't. No, I got the Night of Autumn back from the Brain Maggot. Right. Yeah, because I want to do this. Adapt. So tap him for green, and then green. Yeah, boy. Okay, some cycling lands. Think we okay, Lingering Souls. I probably should have cycled first since I was always planning on doing that. So let's cycle this one. I'm gonna play this one. And then I think I'm just gonna flashback the souls. And I think I could have done this without paying 1 life. Yeah, if I'd done that better. Anyway. We got 4/1/1, so Rankle's not as good. We've got some decent spells in our hand. Got a lot of mana. We've got a decent mana base. I think we've got the board, not by heaps, but I think we've got the board between Souls and Incubation Druid. Hesitant to get rid of the Silent Clearing as it's my only white source, assuming I want to swing with Incubation Druid. We'll see how it plans out. Plays out. This is where, like, back in the day I was like, 5 mana, this is probably XXX. And now I'm just like, bleh. Murderous Cut's a sweet card. You don't see it much because there's like slightly better cards in more constructed formats. But this card's really good. I played this in Food Griffin Legacy. And you delve away, you Mistella Griffins and put them in exile and then cast them from exile. And you're just inevitably always paying like 1 mana for destroy target creature like all the time. Sweet card. Really like it. So we can't really swing into Rankle. And I think we're just going to play Leovold. So we can't keep up Growth Spiral and do this. So we'll just do it this ways. And pass turn. And yeah, Silent Clearing is my only white source, so I'm just going to leave it around for now. I don't know, I feel like, this is weird, I don't feel like we're very far ahead, but I don't know, like, we got those Rum Raisin draws, we're on the play, sure, but we got 2 draws from Rum Raisin. We've had like a nice Lingering Souls. Draws the Metalik? No, Metalik's in our bin. Okay, so Godless Shroud's actually a decent draw. Now I'm going to sack the Silent Clearing. Ooh. What do you want to do, Ranky Banks? What do you want to do? I think I'd probably quad block here. If he swung, I would quad block. You know? Because if I triple block there, like Fatal Push or something. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I'm going to sack Silent Clearing. Another one. Let's go green, blue, Growth Spiral. Play this one. I kind of want to debate him into blocking, but then if he just takes it, then I can't. Nah, I think I'll just play it safe. I was gonna swing and then like Firebolt when he blocks. But if he just doesn't block, then he just takes like 1 or 2 and then swings back at me and I can't quad block again. So what I'll do is I'll just Firebolt, flashback Firebolt. So he got 1 card in hand. He was umming and ahhing about the swing. He's sort of been tapping out pretty consistently. So I'm struggling to read. Because he could have delved a bit more. The turn he tapped out, but he tapped out for Murderous Cut. So he could have delved. Which tells me he doesn't have like heaps in hand. Okay. He might have like a Metalik or something. Dude. Bruh. Let's just see if he gets debated. No. Man, now I'm wishing all these cycling lands. I've got 3 cycling. I mean, I've been cycling a bit, but yeah, I kind of wish these cycling lands would do a bit more. It's a step thing. I'm going to hit the ninja. Here's my logic. The rankle is better because it's a flyer and it's sort of like stopping me connecting. But I think it's probably time to do this. However, sorry, I'm thinking. Yeah, however, I get absolutely blown out if I go like Firebolt and then flashback Firebolt and they just like leak it. And then they've got a ninja and a rankle and I'm like, ugh. I'm kind of happy for my spirits to be on blocking duties. Titleist Scholar. God, man. He's got Regenerate. And he can reanimate things from my graveyard. What do I have? Incubation Dude, Rum Raisin, and Leovold. Let's go swings. Blocks. Blocks, okay. Do I have... There's no compulsive research. There's no reason not to play this brush land out. So, I'm going to do this because I want to try to race. The ink eyes are going to be annoying. It's got Regenerate, so it's going to be very tough to get rid of. In fact, I think there's a low chance that I will ever get rid of it, which means I just want to race and swing 4 for 4 here. And playing Titleist Scholar helps me because I get to block and then do a little bit more damage. As if you just ripped 5-drop the turn after. God damn it, man. God damn it. Rips the 5-drop. Okay, I'm just on permanent blocking duties. Can't swing the Fallen Shinobi. Guess he can. It's not the end of the world. I swear, if he just ripped Fallen Shinobi into like spot removal gotcha. I really don't think there's much for this ink eyes. Dude, how did we lose the cut advantage battle? We like very consistently cycled. We got draws of Rum Raisin. We got draws of Leovold. They've got 8 lands. We've got 3, 6, 8 lands. Where did it all go wrong? Did we just get outpowered by the Sarven of Oni? We're in chum blocker territory. Potentially. I don't think there's any bounces in my deck either. And now that's switched off the Eons, which would have been a decent... Oh! That's pretty good. That's pretty good, boys. Yeah, that's pretty good. Thanks. Did I mess that up again? God damn it. Why do I keep doing this? Blue, black, 1. And I did not need to take the pain. Green. I can't. That creature's owner can't cast spells with the same name until my next turn. Okay, sure. Huh. Fair enough. Huh. Still pretty far behind you, to be honest. Oh man, just back-to-back gas. That's so gas. It's gonna be hard to... I can't even fireball this because they eternalize it. Yeah, they can eternalize it. Yeah, draw 2 gas, discard 2. The deck's cool, man. The deck's very good. It's not doing well right now. Can I discard my own? Can I exile my own graveyard? Yeah. Exile all cards from each opponent's graveyard. Damn. Make a 1/1 game for life. Well, I can play Leovold and escalate Kai's Guile. I'm actually more tempted to... Like, the Sacred Creature mode's pretty lackluster. It just is a goat. Exiling their bin, I'm sure is fine, but it doesn't really help me in the long run. So really... What am I doing? Because I've got a fireball, so I want to firebolt the champ and then exile it with the Kai'Scout. But there's no elegant way to do that. Let's go green. Black, blue, and then pass down, I guess. Yeah, I was hoping they sack goat there, and then they sack the champ. Oh, okay. So white, black, and 1, and then escalate. Cast with entwine. The sack is actually like woeful. They'll probably sack the goat if they're smart. They'll sack the champ. Oh no, it goes in order. So they'll sack champ and then they would exile their bin. So I want them to sack champ. But yeah, like the champ eternalizing, it comes back as like a 4/4. It comes back as a 4/4 that draws 4, discards 2, which is pretty sweet. Carrying Feeder, that's good. Not a lot of non-creatures coming out for my Cindervines race. Oh, it's good! It's a good draw! That is a good... that's a good draw. That's a good draw. Oh! So they can sack 3 dudes to Carrion Feeder and he still only becomes a 4/4. Can't regen. The only thing that's scary now is this champ. It's the only thing that's scary. So if I was a baller, I would swing here, assume they're not going to block because Carrion Feeder can't block. Champ probably not going to block because they want to crash back lethal. But if I do that and they do block, then my Leovold dies when I do this. So finality. So I can't actually get away with that. Like, it's just a bit too risky. I'm not quite that baller. That was a good draw. That was a good draw. Kabalamskis. I guess this is fine anyway. Does this have haste for the cost? It becomes a token. There's some good draws. That's some good draws. Scry 1, you got it. Let's see how they're scrying. So they've only got 15 cards left in the deck. We've only got 14. This Eternalizer is going to be really annoying. Dude, it's good. It comes back as a 4/4, and they draw 4, discard 2. Like, draw 4, discard 2 is in draft because there's so many lands. It's like, am I even gonna bother for 1 damage? Is there like a Bloodghast in this format? I'm just gonna leave it. I don't want to get ambushed. There could be like Snappy or it's like that 3/2 flash guy, that blue black. Very good point. They won't draw. In fact, Carletti, thank you very much. Thank you very much. They would just discard 2. So Wither of Erebos is quite good, although they only get 1 crack at it. We don't ever have priority, by the way, to crack the Sin Divines on it. Okay. So what do they hit? What creature of ours are they actually going to hit? Assuming they're going to connect. They get it permanently, right? Like, Knight of Autumn is probably the best thing. Just make a 4/3. Or Reflect the Mage and they bounce our Leovold. In which case we draw. Sure, it's not so bad. I think I can't lose my Leovold, can I? So we just see what they do. If they do Reflect the Mage, we draw off the Leovold. We don't really lose that much gas. The Leovold can come back down eventually. I'm not loving our position, but we're still okay. Alternatively, they get a Knight of... I think even if they get a Knight of Autumn 4/3 though, then the Leovold's a 5/5. So they're sort of at heads. So they've gone to Reflect the Mage. So they're going to bounce Leovold. We're going to draw. Yeah. Fiend, okay. So this is probably happening no matter what. Secure the Wastes. That's pretty good. I think I'm going to cast now, play around counter spells. This way we don't play around like sweepers. But to be honest, when I was drafting, I didn't see that many sweepers. I guess we could do it for 2 less and play Fiend. How much are we doing for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? No, so we're making 8 1/1s. Alternatively, we make 6 1/1s and we Fiend. What are the chances they've got a good card in hand? But if we don't Fiend now, when are we Fiending? I'm going to Fiend. I'm going to play it safe. Because I'm a loser boy. Kitesail Freebooter, sure. Kitesail's actually pretty good. It's a 1/2. It's pretty annoying when you've got a bunch of 1/1s. Like, they've got a Reflect Mage anyway, but... I need Leovold. As in, I need to play it. I can't play it off because they're Reflector Mage. That creature's owner can't cast spells with the same name. So I couldn't play Leovold there. Dude, what the hell? Did they just rip a 7-drop? Oh, of course. Yeah, that. The. We were talking about that, and then I forgot about it because I was like, oh yeah, Leovold stops that. Yeah, I definitely wanted to play Leovold, but the Reflector Mage says I can't do it. Yeah, that creature's owner can't cast spells with the same name. Okay, so they've discarded Portal Arena. That seems like a good choice. There's only 9 cards left in the deck. Although, yeah, Khan, Sign of Urza doesn't... It's like not good if I'm trying to win the mill race, right? I think we lead with Khan. We've also still got a Firebolt in the bin. So my plan was to like Alpha Strike and then Firebolt. Let's go green, black, blue. Suppose I should have Khan first. Yeah, I suppose I should have Khan first. Khan. I do want to watch out that I don't mill myself. What got exiled? I don't think I actually want to cast that. There's definitely going to be a moment where I Alpha Strike into like a Champion of Wits and just lose guys. So Echo of Eons was the other card. Each player shuffles their hand and graveyard into their library and draws 7. Ooh. So they would not draw. Because I have Leovold out. They would not draw. And I would draw 7. Yeah, sure. Mental note. Okay. 8 cards left. In deck. I've only got 4 minutes. I gotta get a wiggle on. I might have to like stop commentating and concentrate. Because whenever I play Magic, I like never go to time. On Moto, especially, I'm like, oh my god, why do we have 25 minutes? But I think it's because I'm commentating. I might have to just like dig deep, get this thing done. I'm gonna block all. This 4/4 is like very annoying. I wish there's a quicker way to do this. Yeah, block all, play around, so I'm gonna spot removal. Happy with that. Let's go land. Put this card. Cast it. Are we just gonna die to the flyer? Let's start with Mental Note. Mental Note first, and then. Oh my god, these pings. These like ping misplays are killing me. God damn it. Alright, this is tight as. So Kaisgar's quite good. Culligan's Command's obviously incredibly good. I'm probably gonna cycle I'm gonna cycle this farmland into turn. Dude, this game's been pretty epic. I thought we were very far out of it when they inkized, and then we got that fine finality. Is that game? Brutal. Oh, that's so brutal. 1 mana off the game for life from Kaisgar. 6 mana in the air. Man, it's all at me, isn't it? It's my Falcon Wrath. That's mine. Man, that was close. We don't have any 0 mana spells. Ah, god damn it. I'm pretty sure there's like legit nothing. That's so brutal, man. Hey, we got to live the dream though. We get to live the dream of Leovolding. I think we had some very good game after that, because like, yeah, we could go Kaisergull, Entwine, and Colligans. Gain 4 life, make them 1, they sack, hit their bin, and then on K command. I think we'd be quite far ahead after that. Quite far ahead. The deck's sick though. Let's look at it. For those who joined us late, we're playing 5 colour. We got like just about every dual. I mean, look, we even don't even have room for dual lands. You know, we've got 1 basic swamp. So we picked up 18 dual lands. By dual, I don't obviously mean underground seeds. I mean multicolour lands. And yeah, and then in like pack 3, I just picked up like some sweet cards like K Command, Kaisergull, Leovold. I'm so sick. What do you guys think of Secure the Wastes? What do you guys think of it? Like, I see it as a control card. Like, it's a late game bomb. But obviously, if you're paying like 8 mana or something, you'd rather play Ugin Spirit Dragon. But it's got the ability that, hey, if you got this on turn 3, it's like knocked it in your hand, you can just play Gather the Townsfolk. So I gotta think, because so I go Canyon Slough and then Shock Sculler, right? Yeah, because there's like, well, in the last game 1, match 1, just then, I like had a lot of the cycle lanes out, and then I had too many lanes in hand. So I'm mindful that there's a good chance I might want to cycle some of these. So I need white. Beaten by our own Haster. I mean, they have Rankle, so I guess they could have just ripped Rankle. So what I'm looking for here is things that just ruin their curve. Like Hydrocrisis is very strong, but there's no point taking it if they can just go like Power Stone or Coalition Relic and then go like Fight with Fire, Poison Legionnaire, and then untap and play like Crisis the next turn. So I'd rather either take something that deals with it or ruin their next turn. I think the scariest thing is probably 1 Power Stone. But I got a K command, right? Let's take the fight. And then K command. We've got a lot of main deck artifact tape. We've got K command, Night of Autumn, Cindervines. I think there's one more. I could be wrong. I think there's one more. I also just cleaned up my magic room. It was so sick, man. It was filthy before. This enters untapped. I do control swamp. Yeah. I actually think their cards were good, so I'm pretty happy to go destroy artifact. They discard. They discard, destroy artifacts. Black, red. Bash for 2. Especially when they go to Crisis out. I think like the reality is they got so much mana. Nexus of Fate, okay. They got so much mana. There's not really going to be an issue. Like they're going to be able to play the Crisis at some point. We're definitely slowing them down. The Nexus of Fate is pretty lackluster. I played, obviously not in this stream, but I played it against it a lot in the other matches. It just seems so slow. It's like the instant was irrelevant, so you might as well just play 5 mana. Dude, oh no, it's not untapped. I was about to say Palace Jailer is going to be GG's here. Palace Jailer is going to be GG's. Maybe I need to think about that differently. I don't think there was any way I could have done that right. There was no way I could have gone Skull turn 2 and play untap land turn 3 and now play an untap. So there's no. I didn't mess up. I want to play the white. Probably cycle. That's a shame. Palace Jailer, I think, legit would have been GG's. It's so hard to recover from Palace Jailer because, like, it's very hard to recover because like you hit that creature and they get the creature back if they can get Monarch back, but it's so hard for them to get Monarch back when you're drawing every turn. Alright, so now we've got 5, which is irrelevant. We're just going to play 4-drop anyway. They Growth Spiraled whiffed on land. So we just do the same thing. The Palace Jailer. Now actually tempted, I was like a bit tempted not to Palace Jailer for the sole fact that Palace Jailer is a very swingy card. It wins the game. It was explained to me by my friend Sarv. It wins the game for someone. It wins the game for someone. So since I'm already winning, it's like, do I want to like introduce this like high risk factor card to the game? I think in this case it's kind of a bit safe. But the Hydro Crisis is tricky because it's a flyer. Let's see if they do it. They've got a Warm Power Stone. They're probably going to want a Warm Power Stone before they Crisis, right? Secures a decent finisher. It's best in decks that have a lot of instants. Yeah, I play that. In the last game, Mental Note meant you weren't able to cast a 3-drop. Yes, I'll agree with that. And I hadn't thought about that in hindsight. But my logic was that there was actually quite a lot of mill going on. I think I want to haste it. What do you guys reckon? Or are we just going to get... Are they building up to Crisis or are they going to like wildfire us? I guess I can give Indestructible because this guy's human. This guy's human and a lot of people don't realise the thing about Palace Jailer. If they kill the Palace Jailer, it's not like a Fiend Hunter or an Oblivion Ring. Where if they kill the Palace Jailer, they get the creature back. To get the creature back, they actually need to get Monarch. So heaps of times I play Palace Jailer and people go like, oh, Lightning Bolt your Jailer, I'm going to take my ETB creature back. And you're like, nah. So there, they've conceded obviously because I can sack human, give Indestructible. So I don't even lose to Sweepers. That was pretty good performance from our deck. What do you guys think of Rum Raisins? He was good. Rum Raisins was good, man. Orky boy. I think I'm going to leave him out for now. I'm just going to run it back. Yeah, sorry, going back to that Mental Note. Yeah, I think mill was in effect. Like, there was a good chance we were going to mill. And I didn't want to, like, do the Echo of Eons. That's a keep. I didn't want to do the Echo of Eons. And then, like, mill myself too. Which is actually, like, 3 cards because you draw. And then I'm losing the mill race. But in hindsight, I've got so many 3-drops that it was probably correct. So I want to keep Blackfoot go for the throw. And I want to play Fetid Pool so my Glacial Fortress enters untapped. Yeah, in hindsight, I had so many good 3-drops, it was worth just playing around it. As in playing to keep it. Also, I played Steam Vents and tapped that game, that turn. I was on very low life total, but I could have assumed that I was going to draw a land, which I don't need to make the decision about whether or not to shock. So I think that would have been better. Is there anything I need to do on turn 2 here? Not really. It could be a little bit more mana efficient to keep up go for the throw, but that's assuming I play creature. And I'm going to have to play Canyon Slamming tapped probably at some point. No green for Growth Spiral is a bit annoying. But that's okay. I think these guys will probably beat us in the late game. Most likely. But not by heaps. We've got like some decent late game. I've never been a massive fan of countering air spells. Like charms and cantrips. But I think this is like a wildfire deck, in which case the signets are like very strong in it. So there's the green. Let's just hope they play into like Kaisgale, as in they play something that Kaisgale is good against, so that we can be mana efficient. Cancel flagship. Well, we can't really do much about it. The crew spells are good, man. The crew spells are good. Because, like, you can't, like, kill the creatures in response because they're just, like, crew in response to your kill. What's happening here? Are we freezing? Hey. I don't want to concede this match. Hide event. Play match. Oh man, what the hell? It's ticking down my timer. What the hell? Council flagship. Oh my god. Does anyone know how to fix this? Whoa, we're back. We're back. Hey, I don't know what happened there. Don't know what happened there. It's just 3, so it's just gonna kill Leovold. That's so tilting. Let's just play Leo. We'll take the draw card. We're going to draw ones because they're more than likely going to be able to council flagship us. Apologize to chat. Yeesh. Duplicate. Duplicate's good. Keep in mind there's an artifact, so I can't even go for the throat, the resolved like skyship thing. Let's go growth spiral first. And I think I'll make them sack now. So make them sack game 4 live. That's my cat. So make them sack game 4 life. The life's pretty relevant because this thing's creature or planeswalker. Okay, so I can't hit. Anyway, between Dreadhorde Invasion and a 6/5 beating us down. I've got quite a lot of creature removal, which sort of is good and isn't good. It's good because if we can run them out of gas completely, then their Sky Sovereign thing is not going to do anything. But it's bad because if they're drawing creatures, then like they're activating the Sky Sovereign every time. So, yeah. Hopefully they can just like, they just don't have other 3-drop creatures. Non-token creature, so I can hit Golos. I think we're obliged to hit Golos here. It's just the hoping plan. The hoping they don't hit more creatures. Then 2 target creatures from graveyard to hand. That's not terrible. It's quite a bit of gas for a 2-mana spell, right? In the late game, considering that most people would be like, oh yeah, you can either play it as a 2-drop or a 6-drop. They're actually both pretty late game gas spells, right? It's a duplicant's a 2/4. That's interesting. So his duplicant duplicated my duplicant, but it copied my duplicant's genuine base power and toughness as opposed to the copied base power and toughness. Did that make sense to you guys? So many artifacts, man. Is this guy just playing mono artifacts? Oh, I'm scared. I really don't want to reflect a mage it. But if I don't reflect a mage that, what am I reflecting maging? I could firebolt. Firebolt doesn't seem terrible. I kind of want incubation druid. Let's go swings. I assume they won't block. Okay. That's okay. I'm happy with that. It means I don't have to tap out for the firebolt and I instead get to play incubation druid. I didn't really want to reflect mage the duplicant. To be real, there's not much I want to reflect mage because of the Sky Sovereign, but like a non-3 power creature, a non-3 power creature with no ETB is what I'm looking for, and that's probably game. We got a 1 here, but we lose incubation druid, and I don't know. We haven't technically lost, but yeah, we've lost. But that's okay. Oh, we have lost because of Dreadhorde Invasion. So I'm just consider. Oh, they forgot to swing! Oh, did you see that? I right-clicked and I went concede. Oh, man. That's interesting. Okay. Alright, well, if they have a creature, we lose anyway, right? So, our new plan is, if I don't know maths right, 3, 5, 1, 2, 3, 5. Our new plan is adapt. Green. Find Leovold. Like if they swing Sky Sovereign again anyway, we die. So it's just like all in on hope they have nothing, and then try to bash them for 8. And then 9, and that's lethal, right? And we would go to 1. Assuming they don't have anything. Even though they've tapped out every turn, what a way to lose it. I'm not going to draw with Leo. I'm not going to draw. Alright, fair enough. So they're playing big tap out spell. I think Rum Reason's okay here. They aggroed us, but they're not an aggro deck. I think drawing cards is decent. And I think we're more likely to be swinging than them. I think I want to Go for the Throat. If I like ramps with artifacts, among other things. Yeah, Go for the Throat for one reason. Keep that. Doesn't blow my mind. This one. Like ideally I'm looking, because there's a decent amount of 2-drops. I'm ideally looking to like go Dread Horde Invasion or like Incubation Druid or Mesmeric Fiend. And there's the Druid, but there's no sign of green mana. I guess that's what you get. That's what you get when you play the Warburg. Yeah, I will just play it. Okay, I'm not loving this. Not loving this. I'd be loving this if we'd been like more proactive with this like turn 2 Druid, and then we get to go like, oh yeah, like turn 3, hit your Zuri Signet. But did my lights just go out? Well, we're off the grid now, guys. We're off the grid now. So my options are to Knight or to Fiend. I'm going to go with the Fiend option. Because at this stage I think they've got quite a lot of mana anyway. So I'd rather just like hit the big spell they're trying to cast and then develop my own board with the Incubation Druid. So they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. So they could just Carnage Tyrant. I think Sky Sovereign's actually worse than Carnage Tyrant though. Let's take the Sky Sovereign. I'm just gonna check my light. Getting serious now. It's getting scary magic. That's why the lights went out. Okay, 5 mana. What can I do? 6 mana. What can I do with 6 mana? Not that much. I could adapt Incubation Druid. Both these guys have hexproof. Surely it has to involve adapting the Incubation Druid. So that we can do like a big secure. I think that's the only answer. If there's a little bit all in, are they gonna ninja me? That'd be pretty baller. If they like swung Carnage Tyrant and then just ninja. Coffee it. Oh man. Oh man, it's gonna be a big secure the waste. Okay. Let's see that ninja. Let's see that ninja. Oh, do it. Do it, come on. That's baller. He's doing it! He's doing it. Who wants a 7/6 trample hexproof dino boy when you can have a 2/2 draw a card? Yeah, that's baller. That is baller. He's a cubby you can. Oh, this guy. He's sending me a message there with that one. Oh, whatever. Just adapt. Just adapt. Alright, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I can make it 7, 7. Well, I can make 7 1 1s. I don't know, we're not actually getting raced that hard anymore. Let's be a little bit more patient on the secure. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I kind of want to just play Smurzer. Still like this. Let's play Smurzer. And by Smurzer I mean Khan. Cindervine's land. Green, white, 1. And we're going to make a 4-3. So that the ninja can't swing into it. And also gives us just raw meat for next turn when we secure for a lot. I actually think this is okay. I don't love the spot. But I think it's okay. I'm just going to let my cat out. Yeah, 2 dono boys. 2 dono boys. Yep, we can take that. That's fine. That's actually our first actual legitimate hit, isn't it? I don't think Cindervines does it here. Let's uptick again. Maybe, I haven't done the maths. Maybe I need to make a 1-1, but I doubt it. I doubt it's going to come down to that. Titleless colour. I don't mind titleless colour. Okay. So we're just going to pass turn. Make a butt ton of dudes. I haven't done the maths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we make 9 guys. Alright, well, I've got enough damage to hit them all. Right? I mean, we could kill every single thing here. We probably don't want to lose our mesmeric feet, mind you. They are playing blue as well. I think it's better to shock. I swear to God, there's days in this format. If we get dazed. X is 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're taking one over the top there. I think it's okay to take one over the top, right? Like we get done by spot removal, but there's no point me like loading the 7th one up here, because then we just get done with spot removal here anyway on the night. So I'd rather just take 2 over the top, go to 6, keep an extra 1-1 around. They're both going at me, right? Could have 5. What did I miss? No, whatever. Miscalculated slightly. Oh, because the Knight of Autumn's a 4-3 as opposed to a 4-4. Yeah. Whenever one more light encounters is removed with that much damage to target opponent or planeswalker. Ooh. That's bad. That's 5 damage. Is that GG's? I don't think I can beat that, right? I don't think I can beat that. Do that much damage to opponent or planeswalker. God damn it. Come on, man. Give me a break. And after I shocked the Overgrown Tomb. Well, the land they got was pretty uninteresting. I don't think I can beat this thing. Don't think I can beat it. Because, like, that just does 5 damage to me, right? Let's have a squeeze. We've got quite a lot of black and green. Let's have a squeeze. Blue white 1. Seems weird to bounce a ETB creature, but 3/5 body's quite relevant, and we're on very low life. So I think we need to start doing some things. We literally can't kill that planeswalker, right? I'm reading that right. Is it removed, like damage is removed? I guess I could have experimented. I could have experimented by swinging 1/1 at it. But I'm pretty sure that's how it works. I would just die. Oh, X-Drinker. You got it. 8/8. Unbeatable. That's yours, man. Alright. Instead of sitting here while he does that, I'm going to cycle this. And then F6. Mana Leak. It's pretty irrelevant. Gone for Golos? No, yeah, I thought so. You want to go for all of it. Yeah, it's lethal. Anyway, if you attack it, you take damage. Yeah, okay. The Echo seems good, but it doesn't do anything because there's nothing I can get after playing 6 mana. Let's just game. Worth a shot, right? Worth a shot. Growth Spiral. Yeah, you can Growth Spiral. That's fine. That's fine. Oh, sack a creature? Oh, it's close. Maybe there was a chance where I could like Alpha Strike and they freak out and block with Sylvan Caryatid. So Kai's Guile can gain me 4 life. So it actually isn't out. And I can go black and white. I really want to play Falconwrath Aristocrat though, because that's how I like race, right? That's how I race. But I really just can't get away with it, can I? Come here, Kirby. Don't step on my keyboard. I'm busy. I'm busy. Got a lot to do, so I'm just going to play this out. Can't really swing into this guy, can I? It's a shame that the Kai's Guile is what I need to do to supplement my life total right now, but it's also one of the few outs generally for Hex Drinker. Like, I'd rather be able to, like, posture the board position for a little while, work my way into a spot where they only have one creature left. I guess I want a 1/1? No, they can sack. I'm going to get more damage long term. I'm going to get more damage long term by them not having a 0/3. And they didn't sack the Hex Drinker. That's crazy. Oh, and this negs 7, so I would take 7 off the Challenger when it negs. Yuck. Have I got lethal? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So close. I've got 11 with the Falcon Wrath Aristocrat. 5 with 5. This guy's no fun, man. This guy's no fun. I've been so close. In fact, I would have had lethal because I can go Falcon Wrath, neg 1, put Cindervines back in my hand, destroy artifact, deal 2 for the final damage. So I would have had lethal. I guess it makes sense though. I mean, we Eon of Echoes. Is that right? We Eoned them, so they had a huge amount of mana, and we gave them a huge amount of cards. So, is there anyone in the chat that knows me or doesn't know me? Like, do you guys just stumble across the stream, or do you know? Are you like an Adelaide or SA local? It's not great. It's pretty bad, actually. I think maybe we just need a few more proactive early drops. I think the problem with this deck is there's a lot of late game spells like Secure and Echo and this, but the late game spells aren't that proactive, they're quite reactive. You know, like there's no like 5-drop Planeswalker that I've got that I can just like say, hey, this is how I'm gonna win the game, you know? It's like Duplicate. It's very reactive big drop, you know? So 3 mana, they probably want to just Coalition Relic and develop. I'm gonna take Coalition Relic. I think Search Rescant is not a good card. I think Solemn Simulacrum, Land Solemn Simulacrum's the next best thing they can do, but there's a chance they just whiff on land and we like push further ahead. It's pretty easy to play around Exclude. Like they'll probably get to Exclude at some point, but I don't have to let them Exclude next turn, you know, or anytime soon. It's about 20 past 1 in the morning in Adelaide, and I'm on holidays. So that's pretty irrelevant for me. We also don't call it supper. So that's how I know you're a foreigner. Well, foreign to me at least. Say junk. Or Dark Band. Dark Band. They're just keeping up Exclude, huh? And Hypnotic Sprite. I guess that makes sense. I just like don't have to play into it though. I mean, I can even Secure for 3 end of turn. That doesn't seem terrible. What are they doing? Supreme Will? Do they think Hypnotic Sprite has got Flash? Forbidden Alchemy. That card's good. I like Forbidden Alchemy. It's Impulse for 1 more, except you get the graveyard shenanigans. Like it goes to graveyard instead of bottom, which is better because you can do like whatever. Put podcasts or whatever you want in there. And it's also got some random 7-mana flashback. I think it's a good card. Solemn. Thinking. Do I want to apply the pressure to the board? I surely want to apply the pressure to the board and then make them sack a creature, right? I also think that they're inevitably going to play Gonti. Red. God damn it. Yeah, I wanted red there. Because I don't want to Kai's Guard the Solemn and then have Firebolt in hand. I'd rather Firebolt. I'd rather Firebolt to the Solemn and then be able to go like Guile on the Gunty. Damn. Yeah, that was a little bit risky playing the 1/1s there. It seems like pretty terrible now. But if I'd hit red and then as I said, I get to Firebolt. Then when they drop Gunty here, strat planning. Then when they drop Gonti here, I get to Guile up, make another 1/1. And I've swung for 5 there, and then I would swing for 6. So that's 11 damage. So they'd be on 7 with no creatures in this position, which I think is a good position for me. Might have to just be patient. Phyrexian Reclamation, they're obviously playing some graveyard shenanigans. We haven't seen it yet. It kind of just looks like it's for control. But strat planning is also graveyards as opposed to bottoms. Maybe they're just playing like Thassa's Oracle or something. Ah, god damn it! Okay. So it seems like we're just all in on finality. In which case I should play this land. Let's just be patient. I would much rather be in the position that I was saying before, where we're much more aggressive. But if we have to be patient, we'll be patient. This card's not good. I think that's 7 exactly. Can make a flyer. Pretty sure they're going to have a counterspell here. Pretty sure they're going to have a counterspell here. Is Fine Finality even that good? Is it even that good? I don't know if it is. I sweep my board. Like their board isn't doing anything. Let's just go back to the original game plan. Firebolt, Solemn, Kai's Guard, the Gunzi. 3 turns later. I really think this is too slow. I can exile my bin in response to prevent the flip. Maybe I should have done that, but I don't know, I just think it's quite slow. They're going to be paying 4 mana to activate that. I just don't think that... I don't know, I've never lost to a Search Choice Cancer, and I've played against it a lot, because I play a lot of Cube. Let's just be patient. Patient. Okay. So we can just do it for normal, but then, and with that way we don't lose to like Mana League or Miscalc. a greedy boy. I'm a greedy boy. Let's go the old quad mode. I mean, they got 6 mana up. 6 cards in hand. And a lot of mana up. We knew about the sprite. Is that what? Oh, it's still a 3 mana spell. I guess that makes sense. For some reason, I'm sitting here thinking it's a 6 mana spell. Bummer. Do you know what? I don't think this is the end of the world. I'm still quietly confident. Don't ask me why. Maybe it's the echo of eons that I'm just like, well, sure. And they got back. What did they get back? Yeah, like I'm not too miffed about it. Maybe the echo, I just feel like all this card advantage they're getting, we can just get it back. That's an issue. They got back Solemn Simulacrum with the key command. Okay. This might be one of the few times we can actually cast Fine Finality while they're tapped out. This is a bit of a greedy play. But I'm going to go Reflector Mage first. Make them think I'm competing on the board. And then I get to find Finality, keep a creature around. Because I think if I find Finality right now, I'm going to struggle versus that Saheeli. I think I should have swung Worry. Yeah, I should have swung Worries there, let him block, and then if he blocks, I Firebolt Conti. And I can accept the trade on the Hypnotic Sprite for sure. But yeah, my logic is that I'm going to really struggle versus this Saheeli if I don't, if I just swept there. How much is this? 4 and 4. 12. This does neg 4. Neg 4 till under 10. So it doesn't kill the Elishnon. I think that's probably game, right? Very clunky hands. I kind of don't want to show them the Echo of Eons. There's nothing I can really draw there. Yeah, I don't want to show them the Echo. This is flopping. The deck, I don't know, it feels good. It feels alright. I think this is the issue. These are my most expensive cards, right? You know. Yeah, these are my most expensive cards, and out of all of them, like Secure the Waste is like a bit of a half threat, half control-y sort of chump block kind of card. And out of all of those, Falcon Wrath Aristocrat's the only actual thing that like really does damage, you know? It's the only actual threat. It's like Echo, a Sweeper, Khan, Palace Jailer. They're all very good, like, supporting cards, but it lacks a little bit of punch in the late game. Seems okay. We've got 2 playables. I think I'm actually going to lead off with Cindervines. Get that ping. If we had blue there, I would Fiend first, and then with the assumption that I'm certainly going to go into Leovold next turn. So they don't have black mana. Indicates a Healy. So it takes a Healy. So they had Flutter's Trend and Swamp. That's very interesting. They didn't play Swamp. Because they could play Swamp and then at least give them the option to Vindicate here. But they didn't do it. I don't know if that's a misplay or if what they're thinking, but... Like now, what are they going to Vindicate my Mesmeric Fiend? Seems pretty slow. And they've opted not to do that. This seems pretty good, right? Like they look like they could have Vindicated there, so they're keeping something open. But yeah, if they're going to counterspell, then they're not playing threats. Excludes like a little bit annoying because we lost card advantage. But if they're counterspelling, they're not deploying threats. Then the damage is going to rack up there. We don't have quite enough pressure to really say we're going to get there, but this is pretty slow from them, right? Like Vindicating a Mesmeric Fiend on turn 5. It's pretty slow. So, still no blue mana for Leovold. I think it's going to have to I think we're going to have to get a bit of pressure out there. Counters. Yep, counters. Just because they've got a Planeswalker coming, we'll get some pressure out so we can just like very hard for this Planeswalker now to do a lot of work. I mean, it's not quite as simple as this, but generally speaking, creatures trump Planeswalkers. Planeswalkers are good into empty boards or boards where the walkers can be defended. But to just play a Healy here, you know, it's quite easy for me to just swing without spending much, spending any cards to deal with it. My board already deals with it. How about you, control? Oh, no way! That hit every single one of my dudes and I don't get a clue. That's brutal schmoodle. That's so brutal. So I'm going to swing at Saheeli. I could swing them, but got a few options actually. I could swing them, but I'm going to assume the Saheeli is going to make a few more chump blockers anyway. So if it's going to make chump blockers, I might as well like get rid of it. I'm going to play this one because I need the blue. And I've got, I can't go for the threat of this, but I've got the Cindervines to beat the servo as well. That's annoying. That's just like dude, Threaten Inspect is good, man. I really rate the card. It's a good little way to chump block again. Let's lead out with Leovold. Lead with the Leovold. See what they do. Counterspell. Wow, this is coming away from us now. That Saheeli's really pulling away. Is that Declaration in Stone is what did it? Because I was like pretty confident I can beat the Saheeli with the 4/1 ones. There's not many cards, like even like an Electrolyze or something, there's not many cards that like would beat it, you know? Some cards that might deal with it, but even if they played it off like a Rankle or something, like a 3/3 flyer, I can still like make that decision to force my way into it. Ooh, okay. So I get some game here by killing this. Forcing, I guess I could, yeah. I could also have Cindervine, just one of them, but Cindervine's doing a little bit of damage. Every time they go on one, they take a damage. Okay. We're not out of it yet. Palace Jailer's not bad. Certainly nothing at all wrong with just playing Palace Jailer into an empty board either. It feels a bit weird, but yeah, nothing wrong with it. In fact, I might do it now. So at this point, I'm going to swing Saheeli. Okay, the only reason is because Palace Jailer. If there was no Palace Jailer, I would definitely swing them because it's a 2-turn clock. But I'm very skeptical about creating this Monarch situation. Yeah, creating this Monarch situation. And then like them creating a little 1/1. Yeah, so I guess we'll put X1 counters on draining mode with X's that spells mana cost. Yeesh! Oh well, we're still winning the race. It's a big old 5/5 flyer. But we are still winning the race. My logic was I was happy to jam there because it's incumbent on them to create a threat. And if they're playing counter spells, once again, they're not playing threats, which is why I did it. Draining Work's obviously a pretty good one in the sense that it's a counter spell under threat. Duplicant's nice. Alright, let's just pass. Cast out. So I could sack this to destroy this. Does that do anything? If they got some kind of devotion. I suppose I just leave it in case I draw an enchantment removal, which I don't have any, because that's my last two there. I suppose I might lose my Knight of Autumn and then Culligan's it back. So okay. Just jam this. Yeah, let's jam it. The longer I wait, the more they're playing blue, so it's more likely that they're going to be able to find, like, manipulate their hand in the long run. So rather than letting them they might not draw the counterspell this turn, but they might draw the Ponder, and then the Ponder finds the counterspell. I mean, there's no Ponders in this format, but you get what I mean. It's easier for them to manipulate their hand than for us, I think. Plus, that's lethal. Training will enter the exile zone. So they verdict, in case that happened to quickly and off screen for you guys. The Supreme Verdict. This guy's cool. Get a creature back, and then you get a 2/2 that can't block. Not creating this position when they want blockers, but yeah, I think the card's good. And I am just going to do this one. I could obviously Growth Spiral, but I'm just gonna adapt now. Once again, play a lethal threat, and then I can cycle next turn and try to find something. Backup thread or a spot removal or something. So they just crack Clue, I think, yeah. Consecrated Sphinx, yuck. Yuck. With empty hand, that's pretty good. The first one, it feels brutal, and the second one feels really brutal. Oh man. Is there much difference? Like, I might as well growth spiral, right? What's the difference between growth spiraling now and going to my turn and drawing? I don't think there is a difference. Wow. Oh man. It was so close. They're on 3 life. They're on 3 life. We had a 4-3. They didn't have heaps of cards. And now they just got that Sphinx and it's getting out of hand. I suppose maybe I growth spiral in the end step so they don't have 2 extra cards during their main phase to deploy threats. And then I go end step growth spiral, go to draw step, and yeah, they get 4 cards. But unless they're instants, they're not as relevant. That could have been an alternate play, but my logic was I wanted to find a threat. I mean, I've still got 6, almost. I had 7 mana, right? So I still had 7 mana to do some things with. Let's go 1, 2, 3, and 4. I've got to think about my mana. Okay. Let's have a look. It's land, thank you. Very sweet of you. So next turn I can get Fine Finality, assuming they can't kill Khan. Get back Knight of Autumn, hit Cast Out, and Duplicate, or Leovold, or Falconmouth Aristocrat. Falconmouth Aristocrat seems like a pretty good one. So I might just leave it. I could offer the trade on the incubation of the Gunty, but I might just leave it. Dude, the Find and Fun Finality is pretty good. Like, even getting back this Cindervines is decent. Because it does 2 damage when I trigger it. So, it means they can't cast another non-creature spell. Although at this rate they're not going to have to. And it's irrelevant anyway because they're killing Khan. So, Falconmouth's in the bin. Just don't think I have too many outs. Hope they mill. I'm gonna do it. I don't even care what you say. They can draw 12. I'm pretty sure it's a May ability, so I can't even force mill them. Yeah, it's a May ability. Oh, Kobe. You're getting so heavy. You're getting so heavy, Kobe. Look, there's some things. There's some things there. I don't think it's going to be enough. And yeah, all of these can resolve. Let's be real. All of these can resolve. Yeah, that can resolve. Yeah, that one can resolve. So, Firebolt, flashback Firebolt. Dude, draw yourself out. Draw yourself out. No. So, if I show the Firebolt now, they're more likely to play around it. I might just cycle the Fetid Heath end of turn instead. They don't have lethal technically, and it's only 1 mana. So like, oh, what are they doing? Secure, that's lethal, right? That's lethal. God damn it. Paid the echo cost. Love it. Love it. Let's see what we got, guys. Oh my god. So close, man. Because we had Fireball there, so we had him down to 1. Let's see, how much damage is that? It's a lot of damage. I miscalculated my lethal by 29. Well. Lose. That's one of the worst results I've ever had in my life. Oh, that's not quite true. It's pretty easy to lose when you only play 3-round tournaments. I've had better results. That deck was fun though. I gotta say that deck was fun for all its issues.